I want to get this video down today. It's another dream that I had, and I think it's relevant to our status as a nation. First of all, I do see a psychiatrist. I see a physician about a medical condition I have. It's diabetes, and most people have that, but I see a psychiatrist for suicidal feelings as well as depression and various other things. I've been diagnosed with dysmetic disorder, which is basically a feeling of it's an inferiority complex, if you know what that means, that I feel I'm really nothing as far as myself, or I'm insecure about a lot of different things. And last night I went to bed, and this is kind of like I guess a similar story to what a lot of people probably have thoughts of. These people that go out and they shoot down people for no reason. There's no motive for them. Like the guy that shot up all those poor people out there at the movie theater a couple of years ago, and some other events that have happened recently. In my dream, I'm thinking, why can't somebody do a study of this to figure out why are people mentally unstable enough to want to just randomly choose people and shoot them? So I took a card that I had for my doctor's office, as far as, you know, I get an appointment card, and I went out to one particular place near where I live to it was an amusement park, and I figured if I can get in with the other psychiatrists who are there, like get past security, I could watch and maybe try to understand what is it they're saying these people are suffering from. And so I get through security, and I'm with 2 or 3 other doctors who I guess the state had sent out there to study the situation, and eventually they start checking IDs, and of course what is mine except a little card. And so the first thing the girl asked me with the sheriff's office was, how can we get in touch with you if we need to have you come back out? And I didn't have my phone number. So I said, well, it's on my card, you know, and I kept looking at it, and I thought, well, it don't have a phone number. And so sure enough, they had busted me in my dream. I mean, you know, they had me handcuffed, and to subdue me, they stuck something like a metal bar across my face. Now, maybe this is how they're going to do it in the future. People who have mental problems, the government's going to just start isolating you out and having you arrested. Because the next thing I remember when I woke up from this encounter was that I was now basically under house arrest in my own home. I could not watch regular television because they had basically shut it off. And the only thing you could see on TV was you could watch maybe your own DVDs that you already had, or maybe the government was sending a feed to your home and other mental problem patients who are also stuck at home, and they were forced to watch whatever the government had there for them to watch. I don't remember about how did we get food. I just know that you could not leave your own home because they had the entire house, out yard, back, front, fenced in. And the oddest thing about my dream was I look out the front window of my house, and they've got this kind of like not a for sale sign, but it's a sign. It says this home is subject to restrictions of television viewing, and they had all the different TV stations flash on the screen on this sign showing that over-the-air television was now forbidden for this home to watch. You know, they'd show pictures of the the stations, and I figured, well, maybe I can at least watch the news watching this little screen, and it wouldn't show you more than 2 or 3 seconds of each station. So it was like they were saying, you're not allowed, this is a no-no, you can't see this. Then the other sign next to it was a screen that had, I guess, what the state or the government permitted you to watch, and it was a picture of various things that I saw myself on the TV. So in other words, if you're mentally crazy or mentally disturbed or whatever, they isolate people like me from the general public, and they're going to even isolate you from even getting news or even knowing what's happening around you. When I woke up from whatever duration of time it was after this arrest that they made of me, having gone to this shooting, it had to have been months, because I had no way to know what time it was or what the date was in the house. And so my mother was here, and I was asking her questions about how long have I been out, how long have I been unconscious before I finally came awake. And she said, well, that was a few months ago or whatever, and it was kind of vague, like, you know. Now here's where it really gets weird. Thereafter, I'm in the house, and over the next couple of weeks, I start to have these individuals show up, and they don't seem real. They're like holograms, okay? And there's 4 of them. I find out these holograms are other people who have psychological problems, and so they have these people come to various homes as a group session where you're doing therapy together. And like one girl who comes, she had definite psychological problems, so I attempt to just kind of like pat her on the shoulder to say, hey, I'm glad you're here, and she just really gets violently upset and angry, and I couldn't figure out, you know, what's wrong with her. And when I touched her, it was like psychologically or telepathically they were sending me an overview of why she was psychologically, you know, the way she was, and why they were kind of like holding her in her own home too. So you found out all this stuff through mental capacity, thought projection, you know. And the only other thing after that I remember was the other part to the dream where I went to try to research whoever these people were that were shooting was the state sent me to another place to do some research. And this is, to me, this really got strange. They wanted me to go to a state-run gay, homosexual safe house where they allowed gay men to come together and live. And most of them just walked around nude as a jaybird, you know, and it's like whatever they felt like they wanted to do, they did it. And here you are in this place, and it's like you were the guinea pig for their every whim, which I didn't like. And I just kept saying, no thank you, you know, if whatever. But that's pretty much all that I can remember of this dream, is that you knew you were subjugated to the government's philosophies, and that it is the future event of what's going to happen as far as what the government's going to do to all of us, because you can see how out of control everything is becoming. Gays have absolute power now, so do blacks. Blacks say what you can have in your home, what you can have on your car, what you can in public say about something. I mean, that's subjugation if it isn't anything. So I don't understand that myself, folks, but whatever this is about, this dream has significance, and I just really feel like sometimes that some of them just kind of stand out, and you have to share them with people, and that's what I wanted to do in this video today. was to share and to tell you of the events that are to come, and it could be even tomorrow, it could be next week, next month. But thank you.